Hello people! Today we're doing a set I'm calling Rainbow Daisy Love. And we're going to start off with a white base. Obviously these are on my own nails. These are medium length coffin. And believe it or not, this has been sped up. That's how slow I am. This set took me about 2.5 hours all in to do. I'm a little frazzled here today. I overslept this morning, so my whole day is like out of whack here now. Getting a later start on this. I didn't have time for breakfast, so. But we carry on and we do what we can. I think all those late nights of staying up until 4 and 5 in the morning, it caught up to me here. Okay, and we're only going to be doing one coat of this white because we're going over this with the thread gel. So it looks a little patchy on some. That's okay. We're gonna take care of that with the other stuff. And a tiny little bit of cleanup. And we're going to cure. Okay, moving on. This is the thread gel. Now, this is the white one. It's white, but it has like iridescent kind of pinky color to it. However, on my nails, when I'm not in a light, to me, they look kind of like a really, really pale bluish green. So it does kind of change as you go. This is the same stuff. Oh, there goes the hair. As I used on my Valentine's set, only I did the purple one, and I forgot to hit record when I was doing the swirly bit that we're going to do here in a little bit. So now you're finally going to get to see how that went. I will say with this white one, the swirly stuff did not show up as well as it did with the purple. And I still have a pale blue one I haven't used yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but maybe this summer if I want to do something with kind of a watery design. Or if not, I may not use it again till wintertime. But we'll see what happens. I will get to it eventually. Now I'm putting this on a little bit thick because I wanted to make sure that the color was going to be all smooth. And we're going to cure those, which I have done or not done. Nope. Yes, I cured those. Okay, this is the second coat now. This one I am going to put on thicker, and we don't cure these yet. You have to do the swirly bits first. I don't know what it is with this polish that makes it be able to do what it does. It's really thick. I can tell you that. But it's kind of fun to play with just for something different to do. And before we cure, now I'm using a dotting tool. This is the smallest dotting tool that I have. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make little circly, swirly. I mean, you could do whatever pattern you want, but what I've been doing is this circly, swirly stuff. Just all over the entire nail. Now see, you can't really see the swirls in this as much with the white. The purple one showed up a lot more clearly. But you can just keep playing around with it until you're happy with whatever it looks like. Okay, that's all we do. That we just do that on the rest of these. This does look nice just plain as it is too, if you just wanted the plain without the swirly bits. But the whole point of this thread gel is that you do some kind of a design in it. See, you can't see them all that great, but they're there. It does make a difference as the way the light reflects off of it and creates the different colors. Now, it's not going to level out fully like regular gel polish would. So once it's cured, it is going to have some very, very faint like grooves in it. So after we get this cured, since I'm going to be putting stickers on top and I want them to stick on a smooth surface, we're going to give this a layer top coat. Okay, and curing, that I think is cured, or maybe not. But there you can sort of kind of see the swirly pattern. Okay, now it's cured. I think, yeah, now it's cured because I've done the rest. Pay no attention to my cuticles. I really trashed them this time. Okay, and I'm just going in with a really thin layer of top coat. Just like I said, I want to smooth them out so my stickers have a smooth surface to stick to. I don't want to put them on a kind of a bumpy surface because they're not going to stick fully, and then next thing you know, I'm going to have them peeling off. And I hate that, so got to do what we can to get them to stay on for the whole month. Okay, this is my tempered top coat I'm using on there, and we're going to cure that. And moving on to the stickers. These are that was the brand. These are the stickers. Came from, you guessed it, AliExpress. Now I've had these for probably close to a year now. And I just didn't, until I was looking at these during the edit yesterday when I did the edit, I did not realize that they spelled true wrong. They transposed the U and the R. So maybe that's why these are on Ali, and you can get them real cheap because of that misspelling. I mean, I don't know. But I didn't use the true part, obviously. I wasn't going to anyway, but I'm going to start off with the love, going lengthwise on my pinky. Now, one thing about these stickers I will say is they do stick really, really well. I made an error on one of these when I did my offhand. I was just going along on autopilot, putting them on my nails, and I realized I had done my ring finger when I wasn't supposed to. So getting them back off of there was really a pain. I mean, it was really hard to get them off. I had to scrape them off with my cuticle pusher tool. And then I had to give them just a real quick little buff because they were kind of wonky. Now this one, that's a double, those two come together in one sticker, but I didn't want all of that. I just wanted the one skinny one. So I'm cutting those apart. And you guys get to see me awkwardly trying to do this. This was a two-hand job, and I only had the one to work with, so this is one thing I hate about working on my own nails. I can do such a better job on the press-ons because I have two full hands to use to work with. I really liked the way that love was. I just had to stick it on there. And moving on, we're going to skip the ring finger. Moving on to the middle finger, I'm going to use this one that has the curvy bit, and I'm going to put that at the top by my cuticle edge. And then we're going to put some random other ones on there, just the flowers. I tried to include a little bit of the gold on each finger. Okay, and I think I'm moving on to the next one. I am going to go back I am going to go back at the end of doing this hand and add another flower to that middle finger because it was a little bare looking. But that was like a last minute add. Now this one, I'm putting this one on index, and as you can see, I have damaged I didn't like it right there, but I had damaged the top of the pointy bit of the triangle, getting it off of the paper, or the backing paper. So we're going to fix that in a second here. And I'm going to use just one of the small daisies, and I'm going to stick it right on that bit so it covers up that part that I messed up. And there you go. You'll never know. Well, you guys will know because I just told you, but nobody else will know. That's the beauty of stickers and whatnot. They cover a multitude of errors. I use them for that frequently. Sometimes my nails don't come out as smooth as I'd like, and I have a little divot here or there. Sticker, glitter, something. Something can cover it up. And the thumb. Now on this one, I put the flowers on before I decided I was going to use the skinny gold lines, those where you see them there in the middle. So the one on this one didn't go as well. When I was doing my other hand, on my thumb, I put the gold line on first before I put the flowers on, which was a much smarter move. This one, the gold line goes on a little bit wonky, and then I had to cut it because I didn't leave enough room in between. It was a whole thing. Not a huge deal, but just something I wasn't planning on. Now, you can't see what I'm doing at this second, but you'll see it in a minute here. Okay, here we go. Now, I wanted it to go between this one and that bottom other bigger one. But as you can see, it's a little long, so we're going to have to trim it. And in hindsight, I'm wishing I had maybe done two, or maybe done this one and then done like a half a one next to it, just so it has a little bit more than this one skinny line. But if I have to recreate these for somebody, I will do that on the new ones. Not that I see anybody rushing to buy these, but one can always hope. Okay, you can kind of sort of see it. I think I'm going to show it better here in a minute. I will do the other hand worth of stuff off camera, but first I think you're going to see me stick another one on that middle finger because it looked a little bare. Okay, there we go. Now I'm happy with it. Now I'm going to do the other ones off camera, and then there's the thumb. See, I think two lines would have been better. Okay, we're going to go over these with their top coat now. This is the same tempered top coat I used before. Now I wanted this to be a little bit on the heavy side, but I am going to go back over the flowers and try to get off any of the, if it's too much, I didn't want it pooling up really heavily in the flower, but I want them coated all the way around so I don't have to worry about the stickers coming off, especially when I have to be washing my hair. That's usually when I run into problems, because I'm in there so long washing my hair that the water somehow manages to get up underneath, and then stickers pop off. So I want to coat them really well, but I also don't want them completely pulled up and solid full of top coat. So I'm going to try to get some of the excess off. And then I got to smooth down the flat surface of the nail so it doesn't have all the wonky little bits there. Okay, then I'm going to cure that. And moving on, the last step is going to be the embellishments on the ring fingers. Now I'm using these little pastel small flowers, and then the medium-sized ones that I have some pastel ones of. Ignore some of those other ones in there, as I've just thrown extra ones that I've made for other projects in this jar So there's some neon ones in there and some other colors that we're not using. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing right here. Oh, I was picking one of those out. Okay. And here we go with the medium and the small flowers. Also, we will be using gold caviar beads. Some of those, 2 different sizes. Actually, I didn't use any of the teeny tiny ones. I used the next size up and the next size after that. Then we have colored caviar beads. I already had some pink and purple together, so we're just going to add a little bit of green, some pale green, a little bit of that in there. And then I'm also going to throw in some clear ones. These clear kind of iridescent ones. Just for the heck of it. I bought those to use for sugaring nails, and then I think I've only done one set that had those on it. I wasn't super crazy about the way it came out. Okay, I'm going to give these a little bit of a mix. And there we go. Now ready to use. Okay, and my trusty gem glue. Now I'm going to put this all over the top portion near the cuticle edge and about a third, maybe a quarter, third of the quarter of the way down. I'm going to cover that all solidly, and then I'm just going to go straight down the center with kind of a random swash of stuff where I will be sticking things on there. I think there was a couple places I did need more. I'm going to start off with the flowers. And we're just going to put some on here randomly. Random colors. If I could get them to sit upright where I can pick them up. Now these are the same pastel flowers I've used on a set before, and when you go out in the sun, they darken up, which I had no idea of, and I was so panicked when I cured the first time I used these, and I cured them in the lamp. The pale peach ones turned like really orange, like salmon color, and I was panicking because I wanted them all pastel, but after they cool off, they go back to their light color. I don't know what it is with the peachy colored ones. The other ones, the blue ones kind of do it too, but the rest of them, not, they stay their regular color. So it's weird. I guess it's whatever it is they made them out of. As these are not made from gel polish, I'm assuming it's resin, most likely. Now I'm going to just put in some random, the larger, not the largest large, but the next size down from the largest gold caviar beads. Just going to put them here and there. Those 2 were stuck, so I just left them. Then, once I'm happy with those going on, alright, and I want to stick. Oh, sorry, went all out of focus there. Okay, then I think we're going to start with, some of these caviar beads. The colored ones. Now with this nail, I was just placing them on here and there with the dotting tool, and it was taking me quite a while. I have sped this up right here. This whole section is sped up, but it was taking a good while. They weren't wanting to get off the dotting tool very, very easily. They just wanted to stick on there. So when I did my other hand, what I did was after I got them all to the point of the gold caviar beads on, I just took a little scoop of the colored ones and I just poured them over the top of my other nail. And that was much quicker. much quicker, and I didn't have to fool around. I did have to move some of them around a little, but for the most part they were on there, and I didn't have to place them on 1 or 2 few at a time. So that's something you might want to think about if you're using these little guys. Let's just get everything where we want it. A little bit more glue. Another thing to be aware of if you're using caviar beads, if you group them together, they generally will stay on pretty well. If you have a single one here and there, just out in the middle of nowhere, not grouped with anything, odds are it's going to get knocked off and you're going to lose it. And just going to put these guys on. I would get them on there nicely where I want them. As soon as I had to go and move them around, they would stick back to the dotting tool and didn't want to come off. So that was a little aggravating, but we got them in there at the end. Now on this nail also, as soon as I get these, okay, see, now I had cured those as they were. Now I'm going in to do the centers on the flowers. Now see how much darker that orange one is because it was in the lamp? It's really weird how that works. The tiny orange ones didn't do it unless that's a yellow one. I don't know now. What I was going to say is I did the second hand all in one go, but this one I decided not to put the centers on until after I cured it. I don't know why, because I generally just try to do it all in one go whenever I'm doing these things. So now I use the second to the smallest ones on the small flowers, and then we're going to bump up to those same bigger ones that I used all around the edges of there for the bigger flowers. And we're in the home stretch now, guys. Almost there. Once I get these guys in there, all I gotta do is cure and then we'll be done. And we're gonna get the little bit larger one for these bigger ones. There we go. And all cured up. So you can sort of see the color shifting in that base polish, the thread gel. And here we are with the finished ones. I think they came out kind of cute. I like them anyway. At least I hope I'm going to like them, so I'm going to be stuck with them for a month. If you like them, please give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I upload a new set every Saturday. Not sure what I'm going to do next time. Possibly I might be doing a fruity set again. I don't know. And as a side note, those flowers are on one of my succulents that I didn't even know got flowers until recently. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, see you guys next time. Stay safe and happy. Bye-bye.